Have you ever struggled to come up with topics for a blog post or a bylined article or a client alert? After this video, you won't ever again. Hi everyone, my name is Wayne Pollack. I'm an attorney who helps other attorneys engage the audiences that are vital to their firm's success, including their clients, their referral sources, their employees, and the media. In this video, how to never be at a loss for topics for your thought leadership marketing content. If you are a lawyer with a practice that relies on court decisions, pending legislation, and administrative agency actions to provide you with ideas and inspiration for your thought leadership marketing content like blog posts and client alerts, well, eventually you'll be disappointed when one of those sources runs dry. When courts are not putting out or haven't put out a relevant decision to your practice group for a while, when there's no pending legislation that's relevant to you or in your practice, and there's no administrative agency action relevant to your practice, well, then you've got a problem. What are you going to write about? Well, let me give you at least two different ways that you can draw inspiration and ideas for your thought leadership marketing content. Number one is the conversations you have with your clients and your referral sources. I always like to say that today's client conversation is tomorrow's blog post topic. What your clients are asking about, what your referral sources might be asking about, could be fodder for a blog post or client alerts, or even a bylined article for a third-party publication. I mean, if you've got a client asking you about some aspect of attorney-client privilege as it applies to a very novel situation they find themselves in, or if you have a referral source who is talking to you, let's call it a lawyer referral source, who is talking to you about the intersection of their legal practice and your legal practice, well, that might be an idea that you could run with for a blog post or an article. The second source of inspiration is your own day-to-day work, tough issues that you've wrestled with, or even developments in your cases, hopefully favorable developments in your cases or in your deals. That could be inspiration. So looking at your body of work, are there issues that you've struggled with? Are there things that you didn't realize could happen or that would pose an obstacle that did? Are there certain aspects of the law that you didn't expect to come out a certain way, but you realize and now you see they're flawed? On the flip side, when you look at matters that you've resolved, whether they be litigation or deals, were there obstacles getting to that result? Were there obstacles with the strength of your expert witnesses, or with your client not being a great client, or on the deal side where there are aspects of the language of the contract terms that were different than you expected or took a turn for the worse that you had to steer back? Obviously, you don't want to get into client names and the specifics of your client's facts, but you could talk more broadly about the issues that arose in your matters that could lead to interesting topics for blog posts, client alerts, byline articles, and other thought leadership marketing content. Again, sometimes that well runs dry when you are thinking about topics and relying on outside sources for topics for your thought leadership marketing content. But if you look at the conversations you've had with your clients and your referral sources, and you look at the work you've done recently, you are likely to find some ideas for thought leadership marketing content that you could use to help build your book of business. If you have any questions about how to actually write that content once you have ideas for it, check out lawfirmeditorialservice.com. We have plenty of videos and blogs that can help you create book of business building, thought leadership marketing content.